But my second position here is the issues confronted by we, particularly the developing world and Muslim countries. There's also a major flaw in terms of deficit in democracy, poor governance, endemic corruption, and grinding poverty, other than inequality. It's no longer an issue of unbridled capitalism in the West, but is also an issue confronted by our societies. So the issue, therefore, must be handled by these societies themselves. It is not, clearly not our position to merely cast aspersions against the other, because then you do that, then we repeat what Edward Said referred to in Orientalism, the we and the other. It is not the opposite contradiction of the clash of civilization. Because one takes a strong position which is Islamophobic, and the other takes an extreme position against what is West and what is non-Muslim. So therefore, the challenge is both of our parties to articulate a new vision. And I must commend this effort and all efforts. We have recently, in the last many years, President Erdogan's initiative on Alliance of Civilization, a commendable effort, but not really endorsed and supported by many countries in the West. And to that score, even countries in the East, including Muslim countries. Because when you have poor governance, when you have an issue of legitimacy of governments in question, it is difficult for them to then articulate a vision that represents the conscience of the majority of their people. I come from Malaysia, a multi-ethnic, multi-religious country. Majority Muslim, but a very significant minority, Buddhists, Hindus, Christians, enemies. This is a challenge. But still the fundamental issue is governance, is justice, is bread and butter issues. Whether we can ensure that every single citizen is given her or his right as a citizen. Whether we can provide good education, health, and whether we can ensure that we can elect a legitimate government to represent the voices of conscience and the majority of their people. The failure would be as a result of arrogance of power, condescending towards its own citizenry, endemic corruption, which has, unfortunately, adversely affected our country in the past. There's an attempt to continue what we call Islah Mastata, the attempt to reform to the best of our ability. And we will continue this drive as part of preserving an identity which is legitimate, at the same time work in collaboration with all communities, with religious denominations, and all societies.